Hey guys, my name is Indian Agent 47. Welcome back to a new video. Do keep in mind there's no new gameplay of Cyberpunk 2077 shown here. This is just a discussion video. I do however show gameplay of Deus Ex Mankind Divided, which I really suggest playing if you're a Cyberpunk or a stealth games fan. You can get it for something like $1 on Steam nowadays. So watching the latest deep dive gameplay video really got me thinking, how much of a stealth game will Cyberpunk 2077 be? We do know there are stealth mechanics, ways to traverse an area stealthily, weapons and takedowns, but in the end, in the developer's own words, it's one of the playstyles and the entire game is not built around it. Let's start with some direct takeaways from the video. First of all, they stated in the deep dive video that there are two playstyles to complete the mission shown. A solo path, which is more of a assault or guns blazing option, or a netrunner, which is a hacking and stealth option. Now, if stealth is one of the two main playstyles of this game, it must have a considerable effort put into it. Another thing is the option for non-lethal takedowns and the ability to complete the entire game without killing anyone or a pacifist, as CDPR confirmed themselves. This is really interesting as it would give rise to the likes of Dishonored and Deus Ex, where you can complete the game non-lethally, and as for the most part, to do this you will have to ignore or pass by a lot of the enemies, which is possible by stealth or sneaking and not using fire force. You also see in the 48-minute video that the narrator says your character is very agile thanks to the double jump, running on walls and a lot of quick actions he or she can do. This will again give rise to gameplay seen in Dishonored, where you can use blink to quickly and smoothly traverse areas, or the Icarus dash in Deus Ex, which serves the same purpose. You can be a very cool cyber ninja, which for me is a very good way to play the game. Now, I said in my last video that in my opinion there are three important factors or laws for stealth in a game, which are the level design, the stealth mechanics, or the locations the levels are taking place in. Let's first talk about the level design, which gave me the idea of this video. See, what's important in level design in stealth games is freedom of approach. There are a lot of games which do have stealth possible in them, a good example of which would be Fallout 4. But if you have played it, you'd know that sneaking isn't the best option, mainly cause all of the locations or the levels generally have one access point, and when you do get inside, the area is so cluttered and full, you would always get caught. And for good level design, let's take a look at this mansion in Hitman. It can be approached from all angles and you have a ton of ways for entering it. Every NPC to every structure is carefully laid out to make sneaking and challenging possible. Now, why did I say all this? Cause in the gameplay video, you can see the player sneaking and taking different routes, and a shot which shows a possible way to access the restricted area, which is to climb the boxes. Now, difference between Fallout 4 and Hitman, which I mentioned earlier, is the way the levels are constructed. It's clear that Hitman spent a lot of time in the making of levels as compared to Fallout 4 because of how it's designed with every square meter detail and having importance in playing, as opposed to Fallout 4, where while the locations have a good amount of detail, their design is done to take a lot of area to make the map as big as possible. Both these games are different in one more way, which is that Fallout 4 is a massive open world game while Hitman is not. It has big levels sure, but nothing as big as Fallout, and that's also a reason why every area is so well designed. The thing with Cyberpunk 2077 is that it clashes with both these designs. It is a massive open world game like Fallout, while as seen from the video, having every area detailed and well designed for various routes like Hitman. There is one problem though, which I noticed in the 48-minute video, that you get to the final boss of the quest and after killing him there's an exit nearby. Now, if this was open-ended design, we could have got access to the boss from the exit instead of the large path we had to traverse to get there. This gives possibility to the fact that the quests, while having a lot of choices or playstyle options, might ultimately be a linear path. I hate it when you kill the boss and the exit is just to the side by the way. It's been going on in a lot of games for ages and it feels video gamey as hell. So my point is, it seems to me like a very ambitious and difficult task to merge both the open-ended and closed design together. But so far this seems the case, and if they pull it off, it will be in my book the game of the generation. The level design is dependent on the location too. For example, a town with closed houses will have different design than a facility or a mountain or a castle. So far we know very little about the type of locations we'll be able to explore in 2077, except the fact that there are 6 different districts, so I can't talk much about this topic, but I'm sure this game will deliver. But that's about the level design, but there are different things like mechanics and weapons, and it seems like we're good in these sections as they've shown a lot of stealth takedowns, as well as there seems to be a weapon customization option where you can equip silencers, as you can see in the silenced weapon the player is using in the video. All exciting stuff. There's this hacking mechanic they have partnered up with Stealth to give you a netrunner build, but I'm not very excited for that as it just seems like a puzzle mechanic taking consideration of your character's level. Ultimately, as I said, it seems like a game with stealth implemented really well, but if they deliver with the good level design and detail, the varied locations and the stealth mechanics and weapons, it will definitely be a stuff for legends. Thanks a lot for watching. You can comment down below what you think of stealth in Cyberpunk 2077. I'd love to hear and discuss. Again, thanks a lot for watching and I'll see you all later.